Well, Jono, obviously a tough one to take in the end there. What's your thoughts on the game as a whole?
It's sore right after the whistle, obviously. But you know, looking at the game as a whole, I think we've got a lot of positives to take out of it, especially going into the second half and towards the end of the game before the sucker punch. I think we were looking like the ones that was going to get the goal, and I think that's the next level. You know, like the little moments where we've got to probably go 1-0 up there instead of unfortunately losing it 1-0.
How difficult is it in a game where you haven't got a lot of the ball, but you have to stay in your shape and you've always got to be sort of mentally switched on?
Yeah, as a team, we're used to that. You know, we're obviously very resolute. We pride ourselves on our defensive duties, and that goes from the front all the way back to Bish. You know, we are a unit and we are a team, and you can see it out there. You know, we're hard to break down, we're hard to beat, and it frustrates teams. And then we create chances and we get a foothold in the game. And unfortunately, it was on the wrong end of it. But we've got, as I said, we've got to take positives out of that and hopefully push on to Saturday now.
I mean, you look at the goals that we have conceded in the league, and you know they've pretty much been flukes in a way. You know,
yeah.
The own goal. I'm not going to mention that too much, obviously, but the Reading one was from long distance. That one a deflection. You got to feel like how's your luck at times.
Yeah, you know, I hope it changes and we get some later on in the season. You know, there's usually twists and turns and ups and downs. So you know, we've just got to take them punches on the nose and come back. And as I said, we're going to have a rest day now, and on Thursday we'll be back and ready to go for Saturday.
Yeah, just a word on Riley Harbottle, obviously come in for Joe Lewis, who went off with an injury. How well do you think he did tonight?
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about with the depth of the squad. You know, like Riley played nearly every game last year. You know, like it's not like he's always chomping at the bit to play, and as a unit, as a defensive unit, we get on so well with each other. So when someone slots in, they know they roll straight away, so it's seamless. And as you've seen, like Riley did amazing tonight, and it just goes to show, you know, that the quality that we've got in the squad.
Yeah, obviously kept the vast majority of the squad together over the summer. How much are you enjoying the season so far in this sort of new challenge of League One?
Yeah, we love it. You know, we have a lot of belief in that change room. Obviously, I know we're going into as underdogs towards the world and the media, but that doesn't matter to us. You know, we have so much belief and so much heart in what that Wimbledon team in there is, and as you can see, you know, we're taking it to teams regardless of who they are, and that'll continue throughout the season. You know, we have so much belief and confidence in our ability. Yeah,
and then just at the end there, the fans, the way they received you guys, you could tell that they really appreciated your efforts. Did you feel that?
Yeah, 100%. I've said it recently. I said, you know, these fans have been unbelievable this season. They really have, and we need them. We do. We really feel it. It's not cliche to say that. You know, we going into the diet and end of the game. You know, they're there right there singing loud as ever. You know, it makes a massive difference, and I can only ask that they continue that, and we'll continue to give everything on the pitch.
Jono, thanks for your time.
Thank you.